Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I've been playing terribly today. I just did some races with Mathis. Those will be up. Just because I said terribly doesn't mean I won or I lost, but there's been some poor play lately. Yesterday's daily, I didn't record. I got halfway through it and then realized I wasn't recording. We did okay, as you can see. I could have done better, but when I realized I wasn't recording, I was like, just epic fetus your way through the back half of the run. But it was a pretty good one. I apologize for that. Mathis got a good score on today's daily. It looks like it only goes to Mom as Lazarus, and I'll try to make up for the Lazarus mistake I made on our recent run by, like, not killing ourselves, and we'll try to kill ourselves, like, super early and go for broke. If we're only going to Mom on this one, then the most important thing is going to be getting just as much as we conceivably can out of every single floor up to that point, and of course, you got to do boss rush. I wonder if we can get, like, a shovel or something and move past it, but I doubt it. I gotta say that I doubt it. If I stand here, we're probably safe. We're safe, and there's a crawl space in the secret room. Holy crap. Do I have to do this room all over again? No, I just have to hit the button, I guess. Let's check out our crawl space. It is just a chest, but these are consumables. And, okay, I mean, the bomb is not bad. We're never going to use this Two of Hearts in all likelihood. The only reason I'm not killing myself right away is because I'm concerned that maybe our boss fight will be difficult. But let's check out our cursed room. It's a black heart. If possible... yes. I would like to die on the cursed room, please. Whichever room you die on is the one where you come back to life. So I'll use a bomb here to kill us. Pick these up. And then begin our new life. Okay, I think this was a decent way to handle it. We got a health upgrade out of it. I had a feeling that would happen. I mean, that's the entire reason you save that pill is for this exact scenario. And then we have the Two of Hearts necessary to fill it back up as well. That's pretty good. As close to an ideal Lazarus start as you can have in terms of just the stuff related to your HP. So even though that probably did cost us a little bit with respect to our damage, that's still awesome. So we'll head onwards here. And now our principal goal is to never take damage again. And if we do that, I think we've actually got a genuinely great chance at putting down a competitive daily score here today. I expect the scores will be pretty high today. A lot of people hate Lazarus as a character. I really like the kind of like meta game of when to pop your first life, if at all. And I kind of find that enough to outweigh Lazarus's faults, but assuming people don't die in the super early game and like the next boss isn't impossible, considering this only goes to Mom, I expect the scores to be up there today. So I'm thinking we're gonna need to put on our game face to really compete here, realistically. I probably shouldn't even be doing this because we're getting the damage penalty, so I just got enough to put us over 15 cents, and maybe we can buy something from the shop. Let's, assuming we get a key as well, of course. Ooh, okay. To be honest with you, without a reroll, I don't think that's even worth it. I'm going to take a little bit of a risky approach here. And the risky part was coming in here and possibly risking our ability to get a deal with the devil. If I had a bomb... Oh, I do have a bomb now. I would consider picking up the fly... But the fly's kind of not good enough to waste my bomb on. It's not about points. It's more like I don't see myself getting much use out of it. Unfortunately, like if we had a reroll or something, I'd be all over that pedestal. But as of right now, I'd rather save my bomb for the possibility of cracking into a tinted rock or something. Hopefully we get a key. Thank you. Didn't hear a key drop, so I'm assuming we're in the wrong here. Or not in the wrong, you know what I mean. We were wrong. Got another Spirit Heart. Was hoping for Spirit Heart and key, again, so we could get into our shop, but life goes on. That was our first bit of damage that I actually, like, was a little bit mad at ourselves about, but we did get a key afterwards, which allows us to go to this, and I think we buy a key and a Spirit Heart. Remote Detonator was kind of tempting, but I'll spend more money than I probably should to make sure we're safe enough to get something on the next floor as well. Pin, easiest boss fight we could probably have here. And Ludovico technique does not make him any harder at all. This deal with the devil will be a nice moment for us, hopefully. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the obvious order here would be Pentagram Pact, which then allows us to have a huge damage bonus as we head down to the next floor. I don't want to insult this daily. Let me say thank you to the daily for existing. Thanksgiving was not too long ago. I mean, it was literally yesterday. So I'll say thank you to the daily for existing. Thank you for giving us a shared experience that we can communicate about and you know, learn from one another on. But at the same time, this is one of those, at least it seems right now like one of those dailies where you're like, it's a win no matter what. So it'll be more about score than survival, which is fine. Mostly I'm just hedging my bets in case Mathis ends up beating us. Let's see what we got in here. Yeah, I'll do it, because every room that you do at this point is extra points, and also, you know, potentially extra consumables. And sometimes people go, oh, NL, I hate to see you doing only things for the points, but like, what you don't realize, or what a lot of people don't realize, I think, is that that's how the human psyche works, man. Having like a token economy like that, it helps you learn skills that can actually benefit you in real life, you know? Did your parents just say, hey, I mean, some of you, for this, the answer is probably yes. Did they just say, you know, mop or I'm gonna kick you out of the house? No, they were like, you know, if you mop, we'll give you some extra allowance. Or if you mop, you know, a month in a row, we'll buy you that video game you want or something like that, you know? You should mop because it's the right thing to do. But as a child, you have to learn those skills. And if nothing else, mentally, I'm still a child, as I think we can all agree. So I've got to incentivize myself. You know, if I don't go to all the rooms, then I can't buy my Magic the Gathering booster packs later tonight. Why don't we take Piggy Bank? Has the chance to pay out with more consumables later for us that maybe we'll want. Probably a secret room here. Oh, we have no bombs. Mark my words, though. That is our secret room. You know, it's like, you shouldn't work hard in school because you'll get good marks. You should work hard in school because you want to learn the subject. But let's be honest, you're doing it for the marks. The marks are just a carrot and a string, baby. To some extent. To a minor extent. It's a bad example, okay? But you get where I was coming from on it, hopefully. This boss is annoying as hell. The champion Mega Maw is a pain in the ass. I would rather fight the Mega Fatty, which is exactly what we're going to have to do, and this one's a champion in his own right. What's his specialty? It's probably a little faster? No, he shoots out the same kind of tears. Oh, we're fine. Oh, and then he sucks them back in. What a little tricky Richard we got here. Okay, we got a key. And we haven't taken very much damage recently, outside of things like curse rooms. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I almost hesitate to take this, but we do have exactly the amount of HP where it's optimal. Although I guess 0 would be more optimal, but it just gives us a benefit. It doesn't give us any conceivable negative. That being said, I also really don't think we're going to become Guppy or require the use of 9 lives, but I guess it's better to have it than not have it. Also a very strange layout for this floor. Boss room is like super readily available. And our item room is actually like further away. Don't mind a Krampus fight. We also got an extra shot speed upgrade, which with Ludovico technique is like exactly what you want. It's like the gravy for your Thanksgiving turkey, you know? I see people post pictures of their Thanksgiving meals. They don't put gravy on it, you know? If you're on, if you're being nutritionally focused, I understand. Gravy is basically just like salty animal fat turned into a juice. Which is a disgusting way of putting it, but if you can't handle the origin story of gravy, maybe you're not ready to actually consume the gravy itself. Or gurgle the gravy, as we say up here. Which we don't actually say up here, but... you know, if you want the gravy, I think you should have the gravy. You know, it's just one day. How many days a year do you eat gravy? It's probably pretty low. I live in the land of poutine, and I'm a poutine-focused individual myself. I probably have gravy less than 20 times a year. Like, that's once a month, basically. If you want the gravy, you should have the gravy. The turkey's just not the same without it. I've had some great, you know, brined, moist turkeys in my day. Wink, wink. But that is... It's just not the same without the au jus on top. Just because I love you. Just because I love you, I'll take soy milk. You also have got to know that I'm probably one of the few taking soy milk on this run, so Let's roll with it. Let me give you my top 3 reasons I think soy milk actually isn't that bad in the situation. 1, we got Ludovico technique, so we're not worrying about the knockback. 2, we've got some status effects because of Juicy Sack, so it could give us a benefit there. And 3, we have a spacebar item that helps us hedge our bets in the form of Krampus's head. Call me crazy, you're crazy, but I think that soy milk may have actually... I mean, it definitely didn't improve our DPS. On a mathematical level, we have the same DPS. But it seems to be doing good work. Am I wrong? Look at how quickly it's... Like, Ludovico technique takes the shitty part of soy milk, and then just, you know, we're fine. We're fine now. I think it's doing about the same amount of damage. So there's basically no reason not to come into that room. Mathis' score, Mathis and I have a friendly rivalry, by the way. I have to restate this from time to time. Because, you know, we roast each other real hard sometimes. We're a couple of, you know, Dean Martins over here. It's a friendly rivalry. I don't actually hate Mathis, and he's not bad at the game. He has less experience with it than me, and I think most days I should be winning as a result of the fact that I have more experience, but he's put down some great daily scores, so, you know, I just looked at it as more motivation than anything else, honestly. He's been putting down some great scores, and I'm happy that he's excited to be playing the dailies again. But we can use his score as a good baseline for where we want to be. We want to be higher than 20,000. But step 1 is we want to be around 20,000. What does that require? I mean, we're going to have to do boss rush. Normally, we can get to, like, 21 by the time we get down to Womb 1. But we can maybe do it faster. That would be good. Damn, baby, I can't do it that fast, but I know someone who can. Twista, got you looking at the gliss on my hands and wrists while I'm laying back, smoking on my cannabis. When it comes to rocking the rhythms like Marvin and Luther, I can tell you ain't no messing with Con Man and Twist. From the shy and I be sipping Hennessy, sipping on a B, or smoking on a B, rolling 23s, something like that. Let my earth in the wind smoking fire. Let me get your sheets wet, listening to Keith Sweat. Put you in a daze with maze, fulfilling our every temptation, slow jam and having deep sex. Then it gets a little bit more, he actually starts to rap pretty fast. It's kind of his gimmick, I guess. Let's get the hell out of this room. These question mark pills, man. One day the mystery will be solved, but I'm not going to be the one to do it. Still looking for our item room. The soy milk pickup has not at all bit us in the ass. I feel like we should take a little extra time on this run to maybe even look for secret rooms because, like, we're almost done. Like, why not take a second and come down here, spend a key, that gave us the penny back, so it basically paid for itself in points, and then we got a bomb back as well. Like, that seems like the kind of thing that could make an appreciable difference in our score, or at least on a run this short, it could make an appreciable difference in our score. Yeah, smart money there. I don't know, it's like, it's not a usual run. Krampus's head kind of fucked me a little bit there. Didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it should. Look, we're not going to need any of this. Matt, Toxic Shock is such a good item. I will pay the 3 cents to get this, because I think that it will save me a decent amount of time as well. Oh, I don't want to do this. But I think, you know, by using this, it'll save me a decent amount of time on whatever room we go to next that we want to use it on. Which we don't even have to use it on that room. I don't know, like, we're gonna gain like 2,000 for going down to the next floor. Hey, that's alright. We're gonna gain like 2,000 for going down to the next floor. And then we got like 4,000 for boss rush. That only takes us to 16. I don't know where the rest of the points come from here. This is a strange one. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. We're doing our best, and I think we're doing just fine. But I just don't know where we go on this one. Like, where, I don't know the seam that we pull on to get the extra points. It's fine, yeah, why not, you know? Man, Toxic Shock Ludo is a surprisingly good combination. Allows us to very easily do work. Okay, enough money to buy something from the shop, should we want to. Which we probably won't, but the more important thing is, it allowed us to get in here, which even though we didn't gain anything for it yet, we should have a reasonably good opportunity to gain points for finishing these bosses. Like, once this guy's done, let's see how much we gain. He went up in the hundreds, so I actually don't know. I'm assuming those rooms maybe provide a disproportionate bonus. 2 keys. I would love to... I mean, I wouldn't love to re-roll this run, but why not give it a shot, right? Like, we're in a comfortable enough position. We've already taken soy milk, but we can get a little zanier if we want to. 4 rooms. So that re-rolls all item pedestals. Hopefully this item sucks. It's, like, really good, actually, so disregard. Sorry, 4 room. Maybe one day. Might as well just trigger it just for shits and giggles. Okay. Well, looks like a pretty linear path to get to our boss fights. Daddy Longlegs will be a big help on boss rush. As will our shot speed. Unfortunately, Toxic Shock I don't think triggers multiple times. I would love for it to do so, though. Because it's such a huge help. I'm not going to worry about shooting the poop. Like, I'm not going to sell out that hard to the point system. I'm not going to sell out that hard to the man. The points man. Scottie Pippen. Oh, excuse me, Scottie Pippen was actually a shooting guard. I don't know if he was a shooting guard, okay? He might be a London guard for all I know. BFF? Why not? Maybe it'll make Daddy Longlegs do more damage. Man, if only they could have died from one Toxic Shock play. This should do it. No, still need a little bit of love. The poison visual effect stays around so much longer than the actual damage from Toxic Shock. Not that I think Toxic Shock is bad, quite the opposite. I think it's amazing, but... I do wish that it lasted a little longer, just to make sure that everything got killed. Why? I just left myself in, like, the perfect position to get stepped on. Twice! That's so bad. Oh, well. Well, we're done with this. Let's take the Polaroid. Definitely, like, don't die on boss rush. That's a pretty big part of this. I actually appreciate the extra HP for that reason. We'll head in here. I don't think we can beat Mathis's score. Might as well take Brother Bobby. Like, I actually think it's impossible. So, kudos to you, Mathis. Unless we get points for beating every single wave here, we can't do it, right? That was pretty good. Or maybe we get more consumables or something. I tried to eke out as many points as we can get on this run, but there's not that many seams to pull on. Daddy Longlegs will step on him. I have faith. Okay. Oh yeah, and then when I move my tier all the way over there, that's the right time to handle this. Watch out for this freaking angel statue, man. Real sneaky like. Alright, so every 3 waves will get 1 Krampus's head charge. That's actually pretty good. Frail and pin simultaneously is not very hard. Whoa, that was a heck of a jump though, Free Willy. And out on the river Jordan. Songs by Michael Jackson. Macaulay Culkin was his friend. It's been a long time since I've heard that. Well, that's not true. Because every time I flew in Rocket League for the first, like, month, that song would play in my head. Alright, we can't fly, so let's try not to walk on the creek. Yeah, you know, I really genuinely think Mathis has gotten us here, and I really, on this run, more than most runs, I'd say more power to him. We didn't take a whole hell of a lot of dumb damage here. Not that I played my ass off or anything like that. I think I kind of shitted it up a little bit. At least on the mom fight, but like there's room to grow, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. But he still he found something we didn't find. But if we end up top 200, top 300 here, I'll be very pleased with the situation. Maybe there's still a window if we can get enough consumables. Man, Ragman actually is. He's a pretty tanky dude sometimes. The kind you don't bring home to mama. Hey! He's a super boss, he's super bossy. He's not really super bossy. He's just like a normal level of bossy. I shouldn't be taking damage like that. We will live, though. Good. 2 horsemen. These enemies are like way more themed than your average boss rush run. I don't know what we've done to deserve it, but I appreciate it. Excuse me. And there we go. Krampus's head is back. It's like the first time we've had a Krampus's head triggered wave that actually had enemies we could easily hit with it. Most of the time we got like, you know, 3 hollows or something like that, and you're just like, well, I can't do anything. I love when we can hit both enemies at the same time. Oh, Daddy Longlegs. Did you ever know that you're my daddy? You're everything I would like to be. No, we're good. Daddy Longlegs, I appreciate your support there. Taking out the enemies getting too close to me so I can keep Ludo-ing the enemies that are far away. Damn, baby, I can't do it that brash, but I know someone who can. Ludo! Such poor damage on my part. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. We're done? We're done. We shouldn't take it. Because it'll just do damage to us. But then we'll check. Okay, how do we do? We got 20.9. Oh, we beat him! Mathis, I'm sorry that I celebrated like that when I beat you, but I'm surprised is all that I got the extra few hundred points out of that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.